and last year's New Zealand Colts halfback Jason Hewitt, and the big young lock Adrian McKenzie. A word about the fullback: with a name like Peter Williams, I'll follow his progress with a great deal of interest. The French team today contained only 2 players who started the match in Pukekohe: loose forwards Carminati and Ramat, and some forwards were out of position. The back line had a very much non-test look about it. Only Barrow and possibly Chave would play next Saturday, probably. Here's Grant Nesbitt.
The referee for the second match on tour is Terry Marshall of Canterbury. Perfect conditions here at the Showgrounds in Palmerston North for this match, with no wind at all, and it's a little overcast, and the referee spots the first infringement of the match and will take us back for a scrum just out from the 22. Here's the French captain for the day, Henri Sans, his first time as captain of France. Manawatu all fired up after their win just 5 days ago over Wellington by 32 points to 15, and they should provide formidable opposition for the French this afternoon. Number 3 on this side of the scrum, the highly experienced Jean-Pierre Garouet against the red-headed Derek Rouse. France have the advantage of the first scrum, held in the back by De Vergy. Now it goes to Lescure, the inevitable first up kick, which will come in just near the 22. And Manawatu having to scramble it clear through Jason Hewitt, the halfback, the 20-year-old who's created such a big impression in the last couple of seasons. What a fiery start to this match. And an opportunity here for Manawatu after just 6 minutes play. Quickly coming to Hewitt, across to Champion, looking for the centre three-quarter. Koniep coming in quickly. Manawatu have recovered the ball well though. Now here's Hewitt, Champion again. This is the kick and chase. Might be a little bit far, but here's Schmidt, and no. Well, a very near thing for the French. Joseph Schmidt very nearly scoring the first try of the match. Plenty of options available here to Manawatu as Hewitt feeds right in the centre of the 22. Good solid scrum. Comes now to Kodia. Strong player, but France were offside. In fact, it was an infringement in the scrum right in the centre of the 22. And this should present Manawatu with the first points in the match. So Champion kicks the first points in the game, and Manawatu lead France after 9 minutes by 3-0. Good attacking opportunity now for the French. Cross to Lescure, hands it up to Henrieux. Good run here from Barrow, centre field. On task, 15 metres short of the line. The French forwards a little slow getting there. They've won the put into the scrum, but some of the bigger men just a little slow across the field. "15 metres short of the line, taken off the back by De Vergy. A good run by the big number 8 forward, 10 metres short of the line. Comes now for Sans to Lescure, and the big number 10 in his first match for France is through to score the try. Big solid number of first 5'8", Jean-Marc Lescure. Another look at this try, which was about 15 metres out from the line of the scrum, and he's a big man, Terry De Vergy, and he got through a couple of tackles, dragging several Manawatu players with him, then set the ruck ball up very nicely indeed. It came to Sans, and there were gaps on the blind side, and they were well spotted by Lescure, and he got past Jason Hewitt, and Eddie went for the try. Henri Sans once again throwing to the line out. Oh, a lovely take by Alain Carminati. And it's De Vergy who's got what it would seem. Let's have a look at this line out. You'll notice Alain Carminati going very high. And there is too a punch thrown, and the recipient was number 8. Terry De Vergy. 15 minutes play gone, and France using their third goal kicker in the match. So far, Lescure and Lafond have been unsuccessful. This is Philippe Barraud from about 40 metres. And he's got it on target too, so Berraud was successful finally, and France now lead by 7-3. Quickly taken by number 12, Paul Crosswell for Manawatu. Down to Berraud, who's just kicked a penalty. That's not going to find touch. Across there well is number 2, Danny Morrison, the hooker. Good support from fullback Peter Williams. 5 metres out from the 22. Manawatu played well when they've been on attack. Now Hewitt, across to Champion. Connier again. George Connier, the 19-year-old in centre field, but Manawatu there quickly. Crosswell well taken in the tackle, but offside against France. They were standing up offside. And another opportunity now for Glenn Champion. Another kick from a handy position for Glenn Champion. And he stacked it through. 17 minutes gone in the first half. French have 2 players in the line-out. Carminati, who's done some great line-out work, and he's won another one. That's the 22-metre line. Setting it up nicely now for Sons. Back to Lescure with a drop kick, and yes, Jean-Marc Lescure already a try in the match, now a drop kick, and France out to a 10-6 lead. French lead by 10 points to 6, just over halfway through the first half. Here's Devergy. He's had a good game at number 8. He's made a lot of ground when he's run with the ball. Might have lost it on that occasion. And the French, in fact, have been awarded the penalty. And Kevin Schuler, the Manawatu captain, is none too happy with that decision. And a second penalty goal for Philippe Berraud. And the French now have a handy lead, 13-6. Full line-out on this occasion. Both the French and Manawatu have used short line-outs in the game. France have a big height advantage towards the back. It was taken in by Garaway, number 1. Comes nicely for Sons again. Devargy, Denny Charvet, haven't seen a lot of him. Here's the intrusion from Berraud from fullback. Right in centre field, 10 metres out from the 22. The French could go either way here. Sons didn't have much support on his right, but he's made a good run himself. Inside the 22, strong little fellow. Picked up by Schabowski. And good play by the French, but the whistle went. And penalty to Manawatu. Now, there might have been a bit of pushing off the ball there. Champion with the kick. And good ball skills from Berraud. Once again, it's the kick and chase towards centre field. McManaway across there for Manawatu. Picked up finally by Rouse. Now Hewitt. Berraud again. Manawatu bearing down on him. Sons. Here's Lafont. Denny Charvet with some room to move. Oh, some thumping tackling in centre field. Now Crosswell. Charvet goes back. While all that was happening, there's been a fair scuffle amongst the forwards. Denny Charvet racing back to save a possible Manawatu try would have been unaware of the fact that half the players were having a scuffle 50 metres away. Thierry Devergy, who's made a big impression so far in the game. Looks like his match might be over. He took quite a heavy knock early on. Manawatu taking a quick one and have scored a try. Well, the French were caught napping. They were all looking the other way, and Manawatu through Danny Morrison, the hooker, have scored quite a sensational try. You can see it was quickly taken here. Look at the Frenchmen, they're all standing out in centre field. And Danny Morrison has time to sprint round and virtually score untouched under the bar. Easy kick here for Glenn Champion. So that's the scoreline with just 7 minutes to go till half-time. Again, a shortened line-out called for by Manawatu, but it's fallen for Alan Kamanati. Right on the 10-metre line, nicely set for... Here's a good break from Benetton to Andrieux. At least Denny Charvet it is, 10 metres short of the line. Marc Sessillon was there quickly. The French looking dangerous here. Sans, Lescure, close to the line. Manawatu penalised, offside. And the French will probably kick for goal here. Third penalty goal for Philippe Barrault, and France now out to a 4-point lead 4 minutes before half-time. Quickly fed again by Hewitt. Held by Whale. Hewitt across to Champion inside his 22. Another probing left foot kick. Now the big chase is on. Schmidt is coming quickly. And that's half-time. Just as Manawatu once again throw quickly to the line-out. Half-time is signalled by the referee, and it's been an absorbing struggle in the first half. A try apiece, and France lead by 16. Showgrounds in Palmerston North for the second half of this match, the second match on tour for the French, and they led at the break by 16 points to 12. Once again, that wasn't a convincing performance from them, and there's a good example of the way they sometimes play. And Jean-Baptiste Lafond makes a grave error there. He really should have stopped it with his boot, and Manawatu swing back onto attack immediately. Henri Sans, good leap there by Berrault, number 4 for France. There's Alain Caminati, number 7, trying to rip the ball clear. It's there for Sans. Back to Lafond. He's very strong on his left boot, but playing on the right wing side. Good leap by Schuler towards the back. McManaway, number 4, takes it round. 10-metre line of French territory. Back to Champion. Coming down near the 22. On task, couldn't take it cleanly. There it is now for Hewitt. Champion for Schmidt. Now it's a straight-out sprint, and Joseph Schmidt the try. Well, that really was a marvellous kick by Glyn Champion. Have a look at it as it comes out of this ruck, and he's got no one else there. See, no Manawatu players to his left, and all he can really do is kick. But he kicked it so well, judged it so nicely, and Joseph Schmidt, the speedster on the left wing side, always had the better of Jean-Baptiste Lafond, and clearly won the race to the ball, and Manawatu have their second try. There's the try scorer, Joseph Schmidt. Try wasn't converted by Glyn Champion, 16 all, 5 minutes gone in the second half. Just on his own side of halfway, Horizon. Lescure out to Denny Charvet, looking for Ontas, the left winger, to come in, which he did well. But look at the French forwards, are a bit slow to get there. Manawatu getting there just a fraction quicker. That's the 10-metre line of French territory. Goodness gracious me. Shabalski, look at the head button. Well, he didn't just do it once, he did it twice. And I'm sure it's going to show up on the replay quite graphically. Now have a look at Herb Shabalski here. Bang, one. And I think it's Adrian McKenzie, and there he goes again. Misses that time, then has a look, and the referee spots it. And Herb Shabalski is penalised, and so he should have been. Glyn Champion can land this. Manawatu will hit the front of the match. He's happy with it. So's the crowd. And Manawatu lead, 19-16, 18 minutes to go. Lack of discipline once again costing the Frenchman. Shabalski penalised for a headbutt. Manawatu making a little bit of ground. That's their own 10-metre line there. Ball still held up off the ground. Finally it came towards Sens. Good support from Sessillon, who's played a big part since he arrived on the field. 5 metres out from the 22, running onto it is Lescure. Up again to Sens. Cross towards Denis Charvet. Not enough support there though. Look, the French taking a while to get there. Now Sens up to Carminati. This is better stuff from the French. To the hooker. Toro. Just a couple of metres short of the line. French will go over the line. Can they get it down? Referee having a close look, and it'll be a 5 metre scrum. No, he's awarded a try. Well, he took a while to look at it, and he gets some congratulations from the French players. Now let's have a look as they unfold. Marc Sessillon, number 18, is up, and I think they're all up. So heaven only knows who had the ball. There's Jean Condom. He might claim it. Well, it was Alain Carminati who took it in. And here they are driving towards the line. And down they go. The referee had a look. He wanted to make sure, went in, had another look. And yes, he agrees. The French players are quite happy to accept that. And it's a try. Lafond converts. And so France now leads by 22 to 19. Just near the 10 metre line, Manawatu territory champion. Once again he kicks. Long chase this time for Barreau. Lafond going back. Going to have to get it out quickly. Oh, there's trouble here for France. Well, they're very lucky indeed that ball went into touch, because there were about 5 Manawatu players and just 2 Frenchmen. Sens with the throw. Taken by Manawatu, close to the line, Cruden. John Cruden. Well, let's have a look at it from this line out. The Frenchman got a fingertip to it. In fact, it was deflected on the Manawatu side initially. Dragged through by number 8, Kerry Whale, and it looked for a moment as though he was going to go all the way himself, but it slewed out sideways, and John Cruden had to turn, pick it up, and then he had to drive through a couple of tackles. Fell a bit short, but managed to scramble it across. And John Cruden gets Manawatu's 3rd try, and they're in front. 23 to 22. Manawatu have just over 7 minutes to hold out. Sens gets Hewitt again. Oh, here's trouble. Ball slippery. French trying to control it. Everyone's trying to control it, really. Comes to Barreau. Look at this from Barreau. Almost to the 22. Now it's there for Sens. Gave it up to Andrieux. Here's a chance for the French. Driving on his Roumart, right near the line. French desperate for this one. Oh, got to be offside. Sens waiting. Hands it up to Lescure, getting very close, trying to drive him across, and they'll have to go back for the penalty. Any amount of pressure here on Philippe Barreau. Just on 5 minutes to go. He's pushed it to the right. And Manawatu have cleared it, but it's in fact been taken, a fair catch has been taken. So once again the kick will have to go for touch. Now the French desperate to get the ball quickly into the line-out. Just over 4 minutes left. Play on the 22 metre line in Manawatu territory. The green and whites lead by 23 to 22. Carminati's had a marvellous game in the line-outs. Ball wasn't thrown in straight. Big shove again from the French. Henri Sands is round. He's onside, says the referee. Now who's going to win this ruck ball? It's all over the show. There it is on the French side. They'll need it shortly. It's coming now for Sands. To Lescure. Another drop kick from Lescure. And just away to the left. And forced for the drop out from the 22 by Williams. Manawatu at this stage really need to settle it down. No need to play it at high speed. Quick drop out taken. Down to Barrow. Kick and chase again from Philippe Barrow. Manawatu haven't been able to grab this one, and here goes Danny Charvet. Now he'll be dangerous in broken play. This is for Lafond to chase. Time is virtually up on the clock. This scrum is 10 metres short of the line. Nicely controlled in there. Sessillon holds. Now Sands, no. Now it is Lescure. Lescure under the bar. What a sensational try. Right in the last minute of the game, Jean-Marc Lescure, in his first game for the French, has won the match for them. Well, the French took an age to release the ball from the scrum, and it went to Lescure. He dummied one way and just caught the opposition napping, went through a couple of tackles, and with great acceleration, puts it down under the bar, and the French have been saved. Philippe Barrow adds the extra 2 points, and the French have scraped through. They've won the game. Heaven only knows how, but they have by 28 points to 23, and no wonder he's smiling.